Welcome, everyone. My name is Deb. I am a teaching artist at Lincoln Center Education and New York City Ballet, and I am so excited to be exploring and playing with the story of the Nutcracker today. We're going to learn a lot about New York City Ballet and about Balanchine, who started New York City Ballet in 1948 and is the choreographer of the Nutcracker. Also, we'll have a little special guest later on. I'm not going to tell you who just yet. All right, let's talk about what we're going to do today. So, we're going to start with reading part of the story of the Nutcracker. Story time. Then we'll explore one of the key elements of that part of the story. Then we'll jump to creating and choreographing. What is choreography? It's when we make a plan for a dance. So, we'll be making a dance together with the help of our special guest. Then we'll have an opportunity to share. We'll all get to dance together. And then we'll finish with our thank yous and goodbyes. All right, shall we? Let's go read the story. The story of the Nutcracker tells the tale of Marie Stahlbaum and her godfather, Herr Drosselmeyer, who gifts her a magical toy doll, a Nutcracker. It was Christmas Eve at the Stahlbaum's house, and like children everywhere, Marie and Fritz were so excited they could feel their toes tingle. Their parents were decorating the Christmas tree before the big holiday, and Marie and Fritz were not allowed into the great room until it was done. They jostled each other to sneak a peek at the glittering tree through the keyhole. At last the guests arrived, and the doors were thrown open. "Let the party begin!" Everyone cried as they joyfully filled the festive room. Ooh. Let's explore joyful celebrations today. Let's go. King Louis XIV made ballet very popular. He loved to do ballet at his parties. Think about maybe some of your favorite moves that you love to do at a party. I can think of a few. So King Louis loved to do ballet. So let's pretend, let's rewind, go back in time, and let's go learn some of these fun King Louis ballet party moves. We're going to start by standing up as tall as we can. We want to look as proud as we can. No snobby noses, but proud chests and chins. We're going to start with a plie. Take your toes, put your toes and heels together, split your toes apart to make a V shape with your feet. This is first position. We can put our hands on our hips. You're going to bend your knees. This is called a plie. Plie means to bend. And bend. And bend. And bend. Pretty cool party move, right? Here's another one. Tendu. Tendu means to stretch. So stretch your toe all the way to the side and bring it back to first. Stretch your toe all the way side and bring it back to first. Now, you can plie and tendu also sitting down. I can plie my arms. I could plie my neck. I can plie my knees, still even sitting. Also, stretching and stretching. So it's up to you. Make it your own. You can try it seated or standing. All right, let's go back. We have our plies, plie. We have our tendus, our stretches. And I'm going to add one more in. It's called a saute, saute, saute. Can you guess what it is by how I'm saying it? It's a jump. We jump in the air. Saute, saute. Point your toes, looking like a rocket ship taking off into the sky. So we have our plies, our bends. Our King Louis party move of the tendu. Stretch your toe, stretch your toe, stretch your toe. And then our sautes. Jump saute, saute, saute. Ah, great. You are ready for a party at King Louis'. Now, do you plie at parties? Probably not, right? What are some of the things that you celebrate in your time, in your life? What do you celebrate? Ooh, birthdays, holidays, uh, Losing a tooth, celebrate that. Um, maybe somebody getting married? There's so many things to celebrate. Now let's think. I'm going to think specifically about birthdays. How do you celebrate and how do you move at a birthday? Let me think about this. Oh, I might saute because I'm excited that it's my birthday or that I'm celebrating a friend's birthday. Okay. Ooh, maybe I'm going to plie in my waist. Ho, because I'm going to blow out the candles. Or maybe I have to stretch my arms because I'm going to hit the piñata. Oh, how do you plie? And how do you tendu? And how do you saute when you're celebrating? Now, I love those ideas. We are going to zip over and learn some party moves from one of our New York City Ballet dancer special guests. Now, before we do, we're going to talk about ballet started in France, which is why everything is en français, and then it jumped over to Russia, where Balanchine was, and Balanchine learned ballet, and then Balanchine came to the United States and brought ballet, and then Balanchine choreographed the Nutcracker. So if we trace it all the way back, Nutcracker can trace all the way back to France. So cool. All right, now, please welcome Andres Zuniga, who knows all the party moves at the Stahlbaums because he has been a dancer at New York City Ballet and danced in the Nutcracker. Please welcome Andres.
Hi, Deb.
So we have been exploring plie, tendu, and saute, all of King Louis's favorite party moves. And I was curious, what sort of moves do you see at the Stahlbaum party in the Nutcracker?
In the party scene, we have many different characters, and they all dance and celebrate very differently, but they all do share the plie, the tendu, and the saute, just in different ways. The grandfather, for example, he is a little older, so Mr. Balanchine put a plie in his back and a plie in his hips, and all his tendus are not all the way stretched, they're a little bit short, and this is to show off his age. The soldier doll, it's a little bit more precise, and all the tendus that you do with it, they're very long and very sharp. And when you saute, you don't plie. And this gives the illusion that you're made out of wood. Finally, the party parents dance like this. They are very regal, and they have a proud chest, and they have a very long tendu, but it's very smooth. So you combine the very smooth and flexible quality of the grandpa, but you keep the length of the toy soldier. And finally, the kids in the party scene, Balanchine thought they were one of the most important parts of it, and they dance like the adults, but they are a little bit more energetic to it.
Wow, thank you for that insider party info. That was so awesome. Now, I want to know, what do you love to celebrate?
I personally love to celebrate my birthday, surrounded by my friends and my family. It makes me feel special and it makes me feel very loved.
And how do you move when you're celebrating?
This is how I move when I'm celebrating my birthday. I tendu one arm to the side, and I plie the back arm, and I go up and down. And I also add a little plie with my knees. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Ooh, I want to try that move on too. Okay. Yay. Okay. I want to come to your party. Okay, now, I have a challenge for you. Can you mash up the double plie of grandfather and your birthday party move? Let me see.
Ooh, let me try.
Wow, that was so good. I love that. Thank you for accepting my challenge. Now, my dancers at home, please accept my challenge as well. Take one of our ballet moves, our pliés, our tendus, or our sautés, and mash it up with one of the moves that Andreas has taught us. Or mash it up with your own party move. Maybe you belly button up, dance like you're at the Stahlbaums, and belly button down, dance like you're at your own birthday party. Whoa, let's try it. Andreas, shall we start this party? All right, everyone, join our mashup party. Here we go. Hit the track. Thank you, Andreas, for dancing with me today. Ooh, will you teach us your New York City Ballet bow?
To bow like we do in New York City Ballet, you want to put your feet in 6th position, you want to plie or bend one of your legs, and you want to tendu an arm out and put your chest up, and now just put your arm down and bow. Or you can tendu your arm and put it to your heart and bow.
All right, everybody, show me your party bow. Awesome. Place your hands on your heart. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. Thank you for dancing with me today. Be sure to check out the other Nutcracker adventures and keep creating. Bye.